Morning everyone, welcome back to Bobcat in the Woods. Today I'm starting a new project. I am restoring this tomahawk. I got this, where'd my lighting go? There we go. It's evening, so lighting is off. And I've got a cat. Hello, Fluffalo. Anyway, this, you can see it's all rusty. It's got an old handle. It's about 10 years old, I think. I got this when I was like 10 or something. So it's an old tomahawk, and I'm just going to restore it. So, let's do that. So my first step here is going to be to de-rust this head. So I'm going to do that with a vinegar bath. So I got to get this off the handle. Wow, nothing's on there. I need a hammer. Okay, so I got this thing loosened up a bit. At least I thought I did. There we go. Sorry about the bad camera work. My tripod is missing in action. But anyway, put this in here. Move the lid out of the way. And just pour in some... What is this? This is distilled white vinegar, 5%. I'm just going to coat that like that. Put that in there. And now I let that sit until tomorrow. Looking at this handle, I think I'm going to have to get a new one. This one is kind of cracking. Camera won't pick it up. Come on. Wake up, camera. It's not going to pick it up. Come on. Well, in any case, you can't see it, but it's cracking from here all the way up to the end. So, I think I'm going to have to either get or make a new handle. Maybe if I put it this way, will it focus? There we go. Yeah, you can see all the cracks in this thing. So, I might try to make a new one if I can find a decent piece of hickory. But, for the meantime, I'm just going to focus on the head. Okay, so now moving on to the handle here. And for my handle material, I've kind of settled on this piece of sycamore, which is related to maple, and maple's a pretty hard wood, so it should work. It's got, I don't know if you can see these, a bunch of little bumps all over it. So I'm having to go through and cut those down. I gotta get it so that it'll fit in the eye here, which I got a ways to go. And while I'm out here, Jade is helping by chewing on a bone. Hey, Jade. Hi. Okay, so I've gotten this down pretty far. It's a little bit curved, but that shouldn't matter. In any case, the head goes down that far, which, when you compare it with the original handle, is pretty close. So what I'm going to do now, because I've still got a bit of material to remove there, you can see that angle especially, but I'm going to cut it right about here and continue working it that way. Hopefully it'll make it a little easier, because with this end on it, it's a little bit unwieldy. So, hopefully that works. We have the handle, and when I fit the head to it, about that far up. I want it up about here. So I've got, I don't know, 4 more inches to go, and I'll be done. Okay, so I've gotten to the last fitting stage, where I'm doing is getting the head to where it'll stay on. So the way you do that is the way you'd fit any other wood and metal finish. This. Get your head set where you want it, how you want it. You can see I've left a little bit here at the top, so as the head loosens over time, I can just keep moving it up. In any case, I got this on here tight, it's not rattling. So then, actually on there pretty tight. So then I take it off. You can see here, if the camera will focus. Come here, camera. Right here, you can see where the wood's been pushed down a bit. It looks kind of black on camera. I guess it kind of is. The wood's been polished a bit. And that's where the metal and the wood are contacting on a high spot. So all I'm going to do is just remove that little spot on the stick. Just take off the tiniest bit of metal, or metal wood. And eventually, after doing this enough times, you'll have contact around the entire head, all the way around the stick, and you'll have a good fit. Okay, I'm going to call this done, at least with the cutting and shaping portion. Got the head on there tight, it's not wiggling any. I used a little bit of sandpaper to get a better fit up top instead of just a knife, which is just a little more precise. So now, all I have to do is treat this with some boiled linseed oil, which will soak into the wood, make the wood swell a bit, which will make the head fit even tighter. So, there we go. So here we are with the finished product. This has had 5 coats of boiled linseed oil put on the wood. And if this will focus... Come on, focus. Okay, well, it looks nice. It's got character to it. One thing I am kind of concerned about at the moment is you can see the handle's got fairly significant crook in it here. But that's why we're out here, because we're going to test it. And for our test, we're going to build a fire at my secret camp, which I haven't put on camera yet, so this is the introduction. I'll do a tour at some other point. So here we go. Ooh. Get out from under the tree. Ta-da! It's already off. Good job, Jade. Okay, here I'm just making a digging tool so I can dig a fireplace here, which is a good use for my tomahawk, isn't it? What do you think, Jade? Yeah. And Jade is sitting in my fire spot. This right here is made completely out of fat wood. If you don't know what that is, it's just wood that's been totally saturated with pitch, and it burns kind of like gasoline. So, really good for starting a fire. You can get it off. Sometimes it's harder than it should be. Here's a chunk. That actually should work. Feather it so it catches a flame a little better. Whoops. I will be striking this with a ferro rod and a cotton ball. One thing this hatchet doesn't do is strike a ferro rod very well. So, I gotta figure that out. But it does pretty much everything else a knife does. So it's a fairly utilitarian tool. Alright, so we fluff up our cotton ball. My fingers are all sticky from the pitch in that, but oh well. Now we strike it. There we go. And hopefully that catches my fat wood. Yeah, it is, I think. Smells like it. Yeah, fat wood is burning. We have fire. Hope you all enjoyed today's video, the tomahawk restoration. It's been fun. Took a little longer than I thought it would, just because I didn't put all that much energy into it. But it still turned out well. So, I'm happy. It works well. We were able to make a fire, process firewood with it. So, I'd call that a success. Want to see more videos like today's? Want to see a tour of my little camp here? You can go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you have any comments or just want to say hi. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links are down in the description. With that, I think me and Jade are going to sit here and watch the fire burn down and call it a day. This is Bobcat, and I'm out.